The Roger the Wild Child Show is brought to you by our friends at Prism Design Company. Are you looking for a cool new logo for your business? Do you need some graphics for your new website or blog? Our friends at Prism Design are a premier graphics design company that can handle all your needs. You can find Prism Design Company on Facebook or contact them directly at 618-534-4291. All the great graphics on the Roger the Wild Child Show are brought to you by our friends at Prism Design Company.
This is Tim Kelly from KICR Indie Country Radio. Along with my Vice President Don Swartz, we invite you to listen to Today's Country with Tim Kelly every Thursday and Friday night live at 7 p.m. Central Time from Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world. We play new country's best by indie artists like Darren Morris from the Darren Morris Band.
Lightning flashes across the sky. I see that sparkle in her eye. She likes dancing in the rain.
Marin Taylor.
I know a girl who's asleep about you. No girl can hardly breathe around.
And Dylan Carmichael.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
You can listen to the show on our website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Roger the Wild Child Show.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's go!
Hey, y'all! It's time for Roger the Wild Child Show.
Come on!
Here we go again. It's another fun-filled edition of Roger the Wild Child Show with your host, Roger the Wild Child, and the Feet Mill Guy, plus weather with Frankie McDonald. Nashville music news with Elise Harper, and party time with Moonshine Shenanigans. Yeehaw! Let's do this.
It's Roger the Wild Child Show!
Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? It is Roger. Hey, how you doing, Elise?
Doing good. How are you? How's everybody?
I'm doing good. You got to pipe down your audio a little bit.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, you're good. You're good. Hey, guys, welcome to Roger the Wild Child Show. And this has been a very interesting day because Darren is stuck at the Buttercup Festival going on right now over at in Nashville. And so it's all happening in Nolensville right in front of his store there. So Elise has said that she would come and join and fill in for Darren's shoes today.
Yeah, I don't have a cowbell though.
You don't have? No, I got it right here.
Perfect.
I got you covered. All right, so we have an exciting show today, but we got to move the format around a little bit today because we only have 15 minutes with Michael Nori. So we're gonna have to make the best of this.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so Frankie and the Moonshiners will be pushed off a little bit. News will be pushed off a little bit. And then we also got Chemo Forest. He is a Nashville musician and rocker, and he's going to be joining us also this hour on the show. So since we are limited on time with our first guest, so Elise, let's go ahead and bring him on the stream. Please welcome. He is an actor. You know him as Bob Schwartz in the TV series Yellowstone, seasons 1 through 3. Please welcome Mr. Michael Nori.
Hey
guys.
Hey, Michael.
Great to
Michael.
see you. Hi, Elise. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Good to be with you.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot of fun watching the Yellowstone series, and then you're like you're friends with one of my former co-host and great friend Deborah Driggs, and she had invited you originally when Deborah was part of the show, but Deborah has moved on to focusing on her brand and her book and stuff like that too. And we're still great friends to this day, and she loves the show. And we're trying to get her to come back on today to see if she could help guest co-host our interview with you, but She's so swamped with stuff. She's got too much on her plate. So
Yeah, good for her. Good for Deborah.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
So
So
we
good.
really love her. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
I
Michael,
really appreciate you making adjustments for me. Thank you so much.
you know
we're-
what? Hey,
We're
you
here
know
on-
what?
we're
I
here
have
on the
Michael
set,
Nori.
and they told me that I've got like 15 to 20 minutes. So thank you so much for accommodating me. I
You're
really
on the set.
appreciate it.
What can you
So
can
cool.
you disclose what you're doing right now?
It's a new show called The Watch for Netflix. It's
Okay.
Ryan Murphy's new show,
Nice.
and it's going to air probably in the fall. We've got an amazing cast.
Awesome.
Yeah, a great cast with Bobby Cannavale, Naomi Watts, Mia Farrow, and lots of great people.
Oh, love it. I love it. Can you give us like a hint on what the show's about, or is it secret?
Yeah, it's. I can give you a little taste of it. It's about a family that buys their dream house. It's based on a true story, and it happened in New Jersey. A family bought their dream house, only to find out that it was haunted.
Wow.
And it's
Oh,
called The
no.
Watcher, and we don't know who the Watcher is, but the Watcher wants them out of the house.
Oh. Well, I might have to pass on that one. I don't like scary.
Okay, all right.
I'm a chicken.
Oh no, Elise, come on.
Oh, I am. But it
It's
sounds
kind of
really
funny
good.
too. There are funny things to it. It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
just
I'm sure.
scary. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'll be keeping an eye out on Netflix for that. So that's awesome. The Watcher.
And then we've got Yellowstone coming up. We're going to start shooting Yellowstone
Are you
in
going to
about-
be in season
in about
5?
4 weeks. Fingers crossed, Roger. I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't been
'Cause
told.
I know
yet.
in May they're starting the production for the new season of Yellowstone. So tell us about that experience. I mean, working with Taylor Sheridan and just, I mean, Kevin Costner and the whole crew over there. I
Yeah.
mean, how did you land that role? And I mean, you carried it on for 3 seasons as Bob Schwartz.
Yep, and
Yeah.
I even showed up a little bit in season 4.
Oh, did you really? Okay.
Yeah. That came about. Let's see. Taylor offered me the part of Bob Schwartz. I was really happy to be joining this cast, headed by Kevin, and with Kelly Riley playing his daughter.
Beth Dutton. Oh my gosh, she's a great actress.
Yeah,
So good.
she's the woman that every man wants to be.
Of course. She's a badass for sure.
Oh, she is so badass. But she's British, and she's got a British accent, so she has to do everything. She learns her lines phonetically, and then she
Okay.
shows up and
I do
kick-
notice that
kicks
she
ass.
doesn't use her British accent
That's true.
as Beth, but when she's in interviews and you listen to her, that she's very distinguished with that accent.
Yeah. No, she's awesome, as is everybody else in the show. It's just a great cast. Taylor is, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he ever sleeps.
He's got like
because
20 different projects going on at one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how he does it.
You got 1883. Now he's got 1932 coming out, and then 666, the 4 6s. And then he's doing season 5 of Yellowstone, and then he's got Mayor of Kingstown and a few other projects that he's got going on as well. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a machine. But I don't know how he does it and maintains the quality of the writing, because he's such a great writer.
he really is, and I can really appreciate. I mean, when you watch one of his episodes that he writes, it's not your typical like regular TV show. I mean, it's very I don't want to say the word dark, but it's very more intense. I mean, it's just it keeps you on the edge from when you start the show to the very end, and you're like, what?
Yep.
This episode's over already? I gotta wait a week? What?
Right. It's like a movie. It's
Yeah.
every episode is like a movie.
Absolutely.
Now, you started your career a lot earlier, and a lot of our audience might know you back from the back in the '80s when you were in Flashdance.
Yes.
You played Nick Hurley.
I played Nick. Yeah, I played Nick Hurley, and girls who who were fans of that show are now grandmas.
Hey, I was a fan. I was a fan.
Were you? Did you see the show when it came out?
Oh yeah,
Really?
absolutely.
You were a
Well,
baby.
Yeah, well, yeah. I was about to say I saw later. Later.
Yeah.
Not when it came out, but yeah. Oh no, I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
You know, it came out in 1983 and it was a top grossing film, but you know, you guys, I guess apparently there was some issues with the movie. Is that correct?
I don't know about that. Tell me what you know. What have you? What have you unearthed?
There was a lot of mixed reviews with the show, but somehow it just overwhelmed and became a great box.
Yeah, it got really, Roger. It got really lukewarm reviews.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was really.
It's so great.
Yeah, it's just lukewarm at best. But then people were going back to see it multiple times, and it was the album was selling out.
That's awesome.
And it affected as you know, the fashion industry with torn sweatshirts and leg warmers and so it had a big impact. So we were very happy that it did as well as it did.
And you know, you're also a soap star stud. I know you played Caleb Cortland in All My Children.
Right.
And you've been in a few other soap series.
Yeah, I started out in New York on Search for Tomorrow was the first soap that I did.
Right, yes.
That was back in the 70s.
That was a long, long time ago.
Yeah, that was the 1970s, not the 1870s.
Not the 1870s.
Yeah,
1970s. I was born in 71, so I was just like, yep, that was back in that was like when soaps began, right?
Yeah. Well, no, they began back in the 50s.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
But I did start out in New York. I'm a native New Yorker, and I started out in New York on Broadway, doing a play, and then doing a soap opera, and then I flew out to California to
The Crucible, right? The Broadway show.
Oh, no. The Broadway show was called 40 Carats.
Okay.
It was with a wonderful actress named Julie Harris. And so The Crucible was something that came much later, but clearly you've done your homework because
I have.
yeah. And then musicals, I've come back to Broadway to do musicals. I did a musical with Julie Andrews called Victor Victoria, which was a great experience working with her and with her husband Blake Edwards.
Wow,
that was so cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. So I love going back to the stage and singing. I love to sing.
What got you into acting in the first place?
The insatiable appetite for attention.
I love it. I love it. It's true. It's true. I believe it.
Seriously, that's really what was behind it.
Actors, singers, you know, we love the spotlight. Once you get a taste of it, you can't get enough.
It's really true, isn't it?
Yeah. And Elise is a country music artist as well. Definitely stepping. She was in American Idol, and yes. And she's got a new song out called Dirt. So if you ever want to check it out on Spotify, you can listen to her new song, Dirt.
Please do. Please do.
I will check it out. I love your voice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, so what's next after you filmed the Watcher movie or the Watcher series?
Well, hopefully Yellowstone is going to ask me to come back.
That's right.
Right.
So hopefully that's going to happen.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Now I know you've also done some extra roles. You were in The OC,
yes.
Also Damages, NCIS, Army Wives,
All the good ones.
So you know, you want to talk about some of those roles? I mean, you played some diverse characters in these roles. What was your favorite role? I guess I should ask you that you enjoyed doing the most, and what role did you least like doing?
I blocked out the one that I've least enjoyed doing, but I think one of certainly Damages working with Glenn Close was one of my favorites. Working with her was wonderful.
Amazing
working,
actress.
Yeah, terrific.
Mm-hmm.
And then working on NCIS, playing Ziva's father, the director of the Mossad.
Oh, I remember that. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Did you see that?
Yes. I remember. Yeah, I remember. I would watch like NCIS, and I got hooked on to NCIS New Orleans, and then LA for a little bit. And now I just watched the pilot of NCIS Hawaii. So I'm like, okay, I am addicted now. I gotta start watching that series now. So when I'm gonna have time for all this, I don't know.
Yeah. They'll probably have NCIS Nashville next.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, bring it on. Broadway edition.
Is that where you are? Are you in Nashville?
Yeah, I'm in Nashville. I'm about 10 minutes from Broadway, so I'm right downtown.
Oh, great. I love Nashville.
You know, Michael, I got a special guest that wants to say hello to you.
Okay.
He's a huge fan of yours. So I'm going to go ahead and pop him on the screen right now.
Okay. Oh.
Hi, Michael.
I can't believe it.
Leland is back on the show.
Hi, Lee.
I heard you were going to be on there, and I just said, please let me come say hi to Michael.
What a treat. What a great surprise. Yay.
How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm really happy to see you, pal.
Great. Where are you now?
And how are the kids?
And they're great. You know, now that it cooled off a little bit, those past few days were pretty miserable when it was over 100. But they're doing good right now. And I've been sitting here every day in Lyle Lovett World, getting ready to do our summer tour.
Nice.
Right. So I'm just boning up on material, waiting for you to cut your album.
Yeah. Right. Well, don't hold your breath.
If you need any background vocals, let me know.
Well, no, your lead vocals.
Oh, perfect.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Give Lyle a big hug for me.
I will.
Yeah.
So I know, Michael, you I saw you on Facebook promoting Everybody Loves Me, Leland's new book.
Yes.
He's my hero.
Right? Yes. And if everybody doesn't know about Leland's book, it's called Everybody Loves Me. It's nothing but celebrities giving Leland the finger. All right.
Oh my gosh.
The bird. So you definitely have to order that book.
It's a great book. It weighs 20. It weighs more than my coffee table. As a matter of fact, I'm using it as a coffee table.
Oh, see, it's finally serving a purpose. No, this is great. I'm so thrilled you're on here. I love Roger's show. It's been always a pleasure doing it. And when I heard you guys were going to be on here, I just thought I would just come by and just annoy you for a second, and then I'll let you continue on with your little adventure here together.
Well, yeah, he's on set right now. He's got to bail here in just a second, Lee, and because he's filming a Netflix show now. So I mean, this guy's always working.
So what are you guys back on Tombstone again?
Tombstone.
on Kidney Stone?
Kidney Stone.
Yeah.
No, is that what you're filming now?
No, I'm working on a show called The Watcher for Netflix.
Oh, cool.
It's a new one. Yellowstone is starting up again, Lee, in about 3 weeks in May.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, it's always every time I'm like doing anything and all of a sudden I see you on the screen, I feel like this. It's kind of like finding those old slippers in the back of the closet, and you put them on and you go, oh, this is good. This is good. My brother is entertaining me.
Well, it's my pleasure. Sometimes I feel like an old slipper.
I'm an old clog.
Well, I love you, Lee.
I love you too, Michael. I love everybody on this screen. It's a love fest here. You just put a smile on my face.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
You know, Lee, every time you're on the show, it's always fun having you here because you never know what's going to come out of your mouth or what's on your mouth. Or
hey, take it easy, cowboy.
Will do.
Yeah. Man, Michael, I'll look forward to hooking up when you get back into town.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
Love you,
everybody.
All right.
Have a
Love
great
you,
time.
Bye.
There you go, Michael. I'm sorry. I had to throw that in there for you.
Oh, I'm so glad you did. Thank you for that. That's a great treat. I
It
love
is.
it.
Yeah, Lee's awesome. And the last time, he just was recently on the Kelly Clarkson show
wow.
on her band, in her band. So he did an episode on Kelly. So it was pretty cool.
Right, it's great. Roger, I've got a book, my friend.
Of course. But Michael, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for taking time and joining us on the show.
I can't thank you enough for having me on the show and for making the adjustments for me. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem, Michael. Hey, you know what? You're priority here. And if you're on a time restraint, we could shuffle things around a little bit.
Thank you, brother. And I hope I can join you again.
Absolutely. Yep. And we'll bring it back on when Yellowstone season 5 comes back on.
All right, that'd be great.
Awesome.
All right, buddy. Bye, dear.
Take care.
Lovely to meet you.
You as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that was a lot of fun.
That was so fun. Oh my goodness. I forgot he was in all of those shows.
Yes, he is.
So many. He's had a wonderful career.
And so it's been a few months trying to get him booked on our show, and we finally did. And I guess he is on the set of this other show, and he's like, I only got 15 minutes. I can't wait till the end. I'm like, all right, we'll squeeze you in now.
Hey, that's okay. That's the beauty of a live show. So we can make those adjustments. So it's perfect.
Absolutely. So coming up, we got Chemo Forrest. He is a musician. He's playing with John Michael Montgomery and Alabama. We're going to talk to him about how that is going. But first, it's time for the Moonshiners to come on. So let's go ahead and let's get them on.
Moonshine Shenanigans. Watch out!
It's time for some Moonshine Shenanigans. What's up, everyone?
Hey, everybody.
I ain't got no sound again.
Ready for you guys.
Hey!
Hey, y'all.
How are you guys all doing today?
We are at the Miami Fair.
Oh, that looks so fun. I'm so jealous.
We're having a hard time here. I got some candy.
Oh, yeah.
That's baby Catherine.
Little baby Catherine is getting all sugared up, getting ready to go on the Ferris wheel here.
Oh, my goodness.
And where are you at? Oh, you're behind the scenes, Biggins. Biggins, can you hear us?
He's by the
can't
food
hear
truck.
nothing. I ain't got no sound.
You got no sound? Oh, no. I guess he'll come back on. So anyways, Baby Daisy, what's going on tonight at the fair?
This is the last night of the fair. It's been going on for about 3 weeks now. It's one of the world's largest fairs.
Oh, so fun. Fair is always my favorite.
Okay, so is Biggins performing there or not?
21 days in this fair.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Can I hear you now?
Yes. All right.
All right.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so go ahead, Biggins. What's going on? What are you doing backstage?
We're just back here having a blast. We're down here at the fire. So of course I'm over here eating the fire food.
Are you having a bunch of corn dogs?
Well, not the corn. I like the street corn.
Oh, I love street corn.
Oh yeah, those are good.
I ain't got no teeth, so I get it in a bowl. And here they put like fire Cheetos on it and Parmesan cheese. It's good.
That sounds
I take
good.
a bite off of ear of corn. It looks like 3 people bit into it.
Where's your tour taking you next?
Oh, we are having a blast.
Where do you go after this week?
They're getting on the Ferris wheel ride.
Yeah.
I was worried about the weight limit, so
So I'm like, nah, I'll sit backstage.
Oh, baby Daisy's getting on the Ferris wheel with baby Catherine.
We're gonna take you guys on a ride.
Woohoo!
Ooh, yes.
Awesome. That's awesome. So cool.
With other people.
How tall is the Ferris wheel?
12 feet.
12
It's a
feet.
big one.
It's a big one.
I hope that's all it is.
Let's see. I'm way away from it. See it over there?
Oh, wow.
Like
It's a big one.
That is a big one.
15 feet.
15 feet. Wow, that's really big.
And here we go. Baby Daisy's afraid of heights.
Well, baby Daisy's going to be on top of the world here in just a second.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at that view.
Woo!
That's so cool.
Yeah, Pat.
Check that out.
Wow.
Views over that. Now, this is what, the largest fair, or what is this? I can't hear you now, Biggins. Can you hear me okay, Biggins?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So what this is like the largest fair in Florida, or what is it?
Yeah, it's the Miami-Dade Youth Fair. It goes on for over a month.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Tonight's the
It's
last
one of the
night, so
largest
it's
fairs
pretty
in
awesome.
the world, right? Dennis is the largest.
You're getting up there, Daisy.
Yeah, I'm trying not to look.
Look down for me. I want you to look down.
Bacon
over.
was kicking.
And then do me a favor. I want you to spit on the people below you.
Oh, don't you dare.
Bacon was too chicken to get on with us.
Oh, he's chicken.
You, Daisy. It was a weighted issue. The seatbelt don't fit.
That's important. Oh, goodness. So cool.
Beautiful view. Beautiful view.
Mhm.
All right.
that
So
is
next
awesome,
week,
though.
are you in Florida? Are you in Florida next week, or what's going on?
Next week we may be up toward Alabama. We just got got some different stuff going on, and we're probably going to run up there and pick up a few things, and then the week after that we'll be in Panama City at Thunder Beach Bike Ride.
Nice.
Oh, fun.
And that'll be with let's see, I'm hoping for Wade, but like Struggle Jennings is playing Kid Rock, Ted Nugent, Travis Tritt.
wow.
We'll be out there. So.
Awesome. All
So
right,
we'll be
guys.
back like I was in Daytona with both eyes in the same socket.
All righty, guys. All right. So thank you guys for coming on. You guys enjoy the fair. Bye, baby Catherine.
Bye. Have fun.
See y'all next week.
We'll see you guys all next week.
Yeehaw!
All right. It's time for weather.
Frankie, the weatherman. Frankie, the weatherman. Who? Frankie. Who? Frankie. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie McDonald.
Oh, yeah. Here he is. Frankie is in the house. He's got his cowboy
They were
hat and
going on
everything.
that with light rain again in Sydney, Nova Scotia, and temperature rose up to plus 1 degree. That's around 34 Fahrenheit. In Sydney, Nova Scotia, right now it was snowing earlier, and up around Halifax is still foggy out in Halifax. They're going to bring a lot of rain all across and thunderstorms all across Arkansas, Missouri, Mississippi, Alabama, Mississippi this week. More severe weather headed for their way. It's going to bring warmer temperatures all across the eastern United States. Later on in the week, it's going to bring much colder temperatures in Idaho, Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, Utah.
You said Idaho, and I'm in Boise. Yesterday was 75. Today it was snowing. What's going on here?
That means
That's
the climate
crazy.
things because of the mountains and cold air and warm air and cold air fighting each other. I got something else to say.
Okay.
Maybe you'll hear about that. Winnipeg, Manitoba is getting a huge snowstorm on Wednesday, April 13th. That's
Oh, no.
I mean, North Dakota's getting a huge snowstorm on Tuesday, April 12th.
That's my birthday, April 13th.
Ah,
I
happy
will
almost
wish
birthday.
Roger the Wild Child happy birthday, Roger, and have a great birthday right now.
Yeah, maybe you could do on your famous YouTube video, wish me a happy birthday on your YouTube channel on my
That means
birthday.
Over in Central America, they're bringing a lot of rain in Central America, South America, Venezuela's getting a lot of thunderstorms and rain, same with Colombia, Ecuador, Bolivia, Peru, and Brazil. And up in England, they're starting off with rain and dry weather fighting each other. Then they got cold air, warm air fighting against each other. Supposed to get lots of showers over Europe, like Switzerland and Austria and all these places. Then they got a typhoon going to completely bypass Japan this week. Later this week, typhoon's going to completely bypass Japan. They're bringing a lot of rain to the Philippines as of right now. Thailand is going to be in the rainy season. India's getting heat wave lately. And South Africa bringing a lot of thunderstorms. It's fall of the year there. They're bringing a lot of thunderstorms and rain. Uganda, Congo, DR Congo, Kenya, Gabon, Angola, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Mozambique, Madagascar. There's a storm headed for North Island, New Zealand. Tomorrow's going to bring a lot of rain in Campbellton, New Zealand, Auckland, New Zealand, Gisborne, New Zealand, New Plymouth, New Zealand, Hawke's Bay, New Zealand, surrounding areas. Antarctica will soon be 24-hour darkness.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
Frankie, I didn't hear about Tennessee in there. What's Tennessee looking like?
It's going to bring more tornadoes this week and severe weather with hail.
gosh.
No. Head for the closet.
Right?
Oh,
Or the
goodness.
basement. Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Stay away from
Tornado
window storms.
hail.
Stay away from window storm and hailstorms.
Yes, and tornadoes.
And
Oh,
tornadoes. Oh my gosh.
I don't have a basement. I'm screwed.
Oh,
I'm an author of a book. Be prepared to find down kind of life, weather, and everything.
Perfect.
you got
I
your
need to
own
get
book,
that.
and where can you get that book, Frankie?
On Amazon.com.
Awesome.
Amazon.com. Awesome.
Amazon.com. All righty, Frankie. And let's see here. What now? You're looking good and you're sporting that cowboy hat. So when are you coming to Nashville?
Yeah.
And did you hear about that? Is there Roger Wild Child show next Sunday because of Easter?
No show next Sunday because of Easter.
That means my Twitter is @FrankieMcD, my Facebook is FrankieDell, my Instagram is FrankieMcD1984, my Twitch is FrankieDell1984, my Clapper is FrankieDell1984, my Snapchat is FrankieMACDON, and my TikTok is FrankieDell1984, and my LinkedIn is Frankie McDowell, my Facebook public figure page is Frankie McDowell with a blue check mark, my Instagram is FrankieMacD1984, and my YouTube channel is Follow Dogs and Wolves. Follow me.
All righty,
Absolutely.
Frankie, take us out. All right.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'm Frankie Dell. You're listening to Roger the Wild Child Show.
First couple go left, first couple go right. Dixie style to an ocean wave. All eight circulate.
Y'all ready for some Nashville news? Skunk to the backyard, PU.
Oh yeah, it's time for some Nashville music news.
Yeah.
All
I'm all
right.
shook up now because of the tornadoes coming. I'm just
I know,
like, all
freaking out a little
stressed
bit.
A little
Yes.
bit. And some hail. Oh.
Maybe I shouldn't have moved. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't move to Nashville yet, and I'm staying here in Boise.
Oh my goodness, maybe. Oh goodness. But yeah, we're doing good here in Nashville, before tomorrow or whenever that's supposed to hit.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, doing great. Exciting news this week. Today it is Maren Morris's birthday. So woohoo! So any Maren Morris fans out there, I love her. She's absolutely amazing. If you haven't listened to her new album, Humble Quest, please do. She's so great. But yeah, happy birthday, Maren. And she's turning 32. So
Nice. Happy
very
birthday,
excited.
Maren.
Yeah, absolutely. And other exciting news, Carrie Underwood has released that she has an album coming up, and it's going to be out June 10th. It's called Denim and Rhinestones. So, yeah, very excited about that. And the cover, she released the cover art for the album, and of course, she looks beautiful.
Of course.
But she looks like a queen, and she has her little denim jacket with a little rhinestone fringe, and she's killing it. So, love Carrie. Super excited to hear that album.
Nice.
She's amazing. Kelsey Ballerini also just released a new single called Heart First, and it is a bop. So it is a dreamy acoustic opening. It's not much of a showcase for vocals as much as it is for a story. Kelsey was definitely trying to get a certain story across. I won't ruin the story, so you got to go listen to it.
All right.
but yeah, it's definitely a bop. It's a roll your windows down, have your hands out the window, driving, you know.
Like doing a little Miley Cyrus, you know, party in the USA type thing, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Also, in exciting news, Chris Stapleton has decided to let Elle King join his tour on the Canadian leg, of the road. So she's going to be up there playing with him, and she promised that she'll be on her best behavior. So.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so when asked if she was planning on playing any pranks on tour, she said, absolutely not. I'm going to be as professional as possible and be on my best behavior. So hopefully something funny will happen though. I always love it when the singers prank each other. It's pretty funny.
You know, you always got to find humor in that.
Yeah,
you know, and
absolutely.
They're real people, you know, just having fun, you know, and that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, absolutely. Just coming out there and them singing and then just, you know, hackling and losing it and then the whole crowd. It's fun energy.
Yes.
All right. And the last little bit of exciting news here in Nashville are the CMT Music Awards are tomorrow night.
Oh,
April
that's
11th.
right. Yes.
Yeah. So
you think
everyone
Smacking's gonna go on that
I
show?
don't know. I don't know. I feel like country's pretty tame in that aspect.
Yeah,
but who
I
knows?
agree. Yes.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe somebody will smack somebody.
You
But
never
poor
know.
Will. Poor Will. Well, it's his fault actually. But you know, he's doing the best he can. But all of the greats are going to be on the show tomorrow. There's going to be different country artists presenting the awards. There's going to be other artists receiving the awards and performing, making announcements and just hosting it. And so you're going to see everybody on there. I'm not even going to name all the names because I would have to name all the names.
Yes.
But you know, Reba's going to be on there. Kelsey. I believe Jimmy Allen's going to be performing. Kenny Chesney's closing the show out. Miranda's making an appearance. Carrie, Keith Urban, all those guys. So very excited to see this show.
You know, and I should come to Nashville for that because
You should. It's tomorrow. Just drive on down.
Yeah, not a problem.
Not at all. Hop on a flight. It's not a snowstorm or anything.
Right.
Oh, love it. Well, yeah, that's all I got for Nashville news as of right now. But yeah, hopefully, you know, we don't get swept away in the tornado this week.
Yes. And, you know, I do want to thank you once again for stepping in and filling in for Darren tonight.
Yeah.
It's not that he doesn't want to be part of the show. He's been doing the Buttercup Festival in Nashville, up in Nolensville, and in front of his store. Reeve Stimson who was on our show last week, is actually performed today in front of his store.
Nice.
So yeah, so that was kind of cool. So hopefully Darren's got some videos or pics to share for us.
Absolutely.
But he's been really busy today, and he called me Friday night. He's like, Roger, I just realized timing constraints. I will not be back home in time. I'm like, all right, I'll call up Elise and see if she can fill in for your shoes, your big shoes.
Well, thank you. Well, hey, when you asked me, I was like, oh no, I'm nervous. So go easy on me, guys. Go easy on me.
Alrighty. So, all right. Every week you get what's the nitty gritty in Music City from Elise Harper.
Yeah.
Elise, do you have any new music coming out soon?
So I am working on an EP project. It's going to be a 5 to 6 song EP project. Definitely 5. We're working on the 6th one. And that will be a feature. And if it works out, then you'll find out when we drop it. So
you'll find out then.
Yeah, but hoping to release something. I would say July, August. So we're going in the studio this weekend, or I'm sorry, in the at the end of April to record the project. So I've been saving up money. It's expensive. It's not cheap. Like last night, I was dog sitting. So I could earn some extra cash for it. So you got to do what you got to do. I try to get up little jobs everywhere to fuel the dream. So, but yeah, you guys, if you like what you see here on Rogers, The Wild Child, please give me a follow at Elise Harper Music on all platforms. So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and yes, even TikTok.
All right, I'll go ahead and I'll follow you right now.
Yes, do it.
All right, I'm fine.
Yeah, give me a follow, everyone.
Yeah.
I just started a new series on my socials called Single and Sassy.
Ooh.
So have a little dating little dating scandals for you there. So
Ooh, that should be really good. I'm gonna be all over that one.
go check it out. Go check it out.
All right, so let's bring on our next guest. He is a musician. He's out of Nashville. Currently, he's playing with Alabama and John Michael Montgomery. Let's bring to the platform Mr. Chemo Forrest. Hi, you're on the Roger the Wild Child Show.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Oh, we're
doing good.
great.
I tell you what, you ain't doing as good as me because I mean, not only am I on with Roger the Wild Child and the lovely and talented Elise, I mean, Lee Sklar and Michael Nuri on the same show.
Yes.
Can you believe it?
Imagine that with you. Yes.
I mean,
You've made it.
I've got nothing to say. I mean, it's all downhill from here, guys. I'm sorry to tell you, this is going to get nothing but worse. But
yeah,
hey, I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Lee's been on our show a few times, and I talk to him all the time, and I was like, hey, Michael's going to be on here, and he's like, yeah, I'm like, hey, why don't you pop in and say hi to Michael? He's like, all right, yeah, I want to. So I sent him an invite, and he came on during Michael's interview. So that was really cool. So and Lee's played with so many great musicians.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the list is endless.
I was getting worried though when y'all started talking about Flashdance because I am the inspiration behind Maniac. I mean,
love it. I love it.
I mean, I am a maniac on the.
She's a maniac.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Do you have the water bucket and everything? Like when you hit the guitar chord, it just
absolutely. I've got one right there right now. Just at the end of this, that's how we're going to close it out. The show.
You got the Wild Child and the Maniac and the Beauty.
Hey, it's Beauty and the Beastie Boys.
That's right.
I love it. I love it.
So you started music back in the early ages of 13, and you started your first band at the age of 15. So what inspired you to get into music at that early of an age?
I wasn't fit for nothing else, I mean.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. My mom and dad were both in the business, and my mom was a hula dancer, and my dad was a musician. So that's why I have such a crazy name. My mom was Hawaiian, my dad's from Arkansas. Mm-hmm. But music was just always around the house, and it was just kind of something to do. We lived way out in the woods, and when I wasn't riding dirt bikes or racing go-karts, I picked up the guitar, and that was it. I mean, it was
Mm-hmm.
It was on from there, and I haven't done anything else since then. I never progressed, which is what's sad. I kind of, I peaked at 15 and just kind of been faking my way the rest of the time.
Oh, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
You won the Future Farmers of America talent competition in 1984.
Woohoo!
Yes. And then you toured with West Coast Fair and festivals and the festival circuit. You were toured around doing the fair scene and everything like that. And then finally in 93 is when you made your official move to Nashville.
Yeah, well, my band, which was the same guys that my bass player I've known since the 5th grade, and my drummer, we went to high school together. So we came to Nashville to showcase for Arista Records in 93.
Oh, cool.
And I ended up staying. I just didn't go back, basically.
I love it.
Yeah. And I felt like I was coming here my whole life. Because out in rural Northern California, when you're a country music fan, you really feel like you're on an island there.
Yeah.
And to come here and just to be immersed in the whole scene. And in the 90s, it was amazing here. It was just, you could go, you walk down to a club and there's Mark Chestnut and he's singing, and then, you go to, just in off the street, grabbing a microphone. And it was all about music. There was nothing else I wanted to do. And I knew, I said, okay, this is home, and I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
Well, you spent 4 years at the Wild Horse Saloon as a as part of the house band and everything like that. Who caught your eye, or whose eye did you catch to be able to, perform with John Michael Montgomery?
Yeah.
Well, when I got here, I knew a lot of guys that were already in the band.
Okay.
There was a big kind of surge, and when I first came to town, though, it was like, I'm gonna do me, and I'm going to be a big, huge star. And you know, I mean, I've not got time to take an artist gig and all this, but when the guitar player position opened up for John, they asked me to come do it, and I said, sure. By then it was like, okay, I probably need to start making money here pretty soon. And but
amen.
Back to the Wild Horse. This is so funny. I mean, and I don't even think I've told this in public, but Preston and Chris, who are Locash, they were the dance instructors there at the time. While we were, and you know, they would talk to us like, yeah, you know, you guys are the dancers. We're the musicians here. You let us go. I love it. I mean, it's a great Nashville story. And,
I love that.
Yeah. And I just want to say hi to them boys. In fact, our new single, they were the writers on.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
Awesome. Cash Creek, yeah.
Very cool.
So, but yeah,
I love them.
Just want to share that little side there. They're good guys, real good guys. But yeah, I was, you know, mid-20s and ego as big as a football field. You know, I got to humble me down a bit. So then,
love that.
So how did COVID affect you as a musician?
Well, we on the Alabama tour, when we had taken some time off because Randy had gotten the lead vocalist, and so we had already postponed several shows. And then when we got ready to go back was when COVID hit. So we didn't tour for, you know, quite a good 12, 13, 14 months. And then it kind of became spotty after that. But the great thing about, you know, when you're a traveling musician, that's kind of your life. So during COVID, I mean, I fell back in love with the love of my life, and I got married and moved her out here. And, I mean, it was like, you know, COVID.
You get the cowbell for that one.
Man,
you got the good story.
Yeah, I know.
You got the good COVID story. Where's that for me?
So you know, it's when people tell their COVID stories, I tell that one quietly too, you know. But it, so yeah, there were certain places that you could go play. And, you know, there were certain laws that they had. So it really, I think everybody, as we started to go back out and tour, it was trying to find out where and what are their rules there, because, you know, every state had a whole different thing. I know we did a lot of touring in Florida and Texas. That's for darn sure during that time. And, you know, you just got to, laws are the laws. You got to follow the law, you know, and beyond the health aspect of it, you know, there are things in place that you had to do. So I know a lot of my peers and stuff that it was, you know, many had to leave. In fact, that's how the John Michael gig came open, because I had left John in 2010 when I started that. And then I started playing with Alabama then. But then the previous drummer who had been there for 35 years, you know, he had to go get a job. I mean, a lot of musicians had to go to work, darn it. You know, so, and the gigs were still spotty as we were coming back. So the tour manager called me and said, hey, you want to play drums? And every lead guitar player is a drummer at heart. They all want to be a drummer. You know, you don't have to smile. You don't have to be nice to people. You just get out there and be animals. So I said, heck yeah. So,
so there's not a lot of money in being a musician.
What's that, buddy?
There's not a lot of money being a musician.
Oh, money for nothing, man. It's just you know, they're coming up from everywhere. You can
kind of like being a podcast host, you know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, you got a piecemeal of careers, I'm sure the both of you know. So you know, there comes a time where you just have to really grab a hold, make your own brand, find your people, you know. Right. And so during COVID too, I really took the time. We really focused on my band, Cash Creek, and you know, we're doing our monthly shows, the Cash Creek Club Live, where we have headliners come on and we film, and it's on the Nashville Country Television Network, and now we're on 3 other channels. We have our YouTube channel as well, but we usually get our friends like Wade Hayes, Jamie O'Neill, Heidi Newfield, Heath Wright from Ricochet, and those guys. They'll usually headline, and then I'll put 4 of my acts from my label, CCB Nashville, in the front of it, or some other friends, and we just have a good time once a month. So that was really born out of the COVID break as well too.
You talk about Ricochet. Ricochet is really cool. I remember them back in the late 90s. And I was actually a DJ for a country station called B104 in Bloomington, Illinois. At that point, we had Ricochet come and perform at one of our events, and we actually did a softball game against Ricochet. So the on-air personalities versus Ricochet. And I remember running over home plate. Running the home plate and ran over the road manager of Ricochet at home plate. So I made it safe, but still,
Wait, so did you win? Who won?
We won, of course.
Of course.
Hello.
Well, Heath. Now, if it was Steerus, then Heath probably could have took you.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
Oh, it still sounds great too.
And they're still touring too, huh?
Yeah. In fact, we're doing Cache Creek Club Live on tour out west in California, and he's coming with us to do that one.
Oh, fun.
And I know he's going to be in Arizona for the Colorado River Fest. I know our buddy Way Jennings is going to be on stage for that. In Arizona, in Bullhead City, Arizona, they do the it's the bike run every year. And so Presley Tennant, who is actually going to be on our show in May, coming up, and Way is going to be there, and Ricochet. They're all playing on that Friday night on the 22nd of April.
Good.
Cool.
So yeah,
get your tickets now.
Exactly. I was thinking about flying down there but it's like the flights were so expensive into Vegas. It's crazy. So. Definitely. So, what does your journey take you to next? I mean, come on, you're with.
Wednesday, I go out with Alabama again. We're going to West Virginia and Knoxville. I got my cousin. Yeah. It's like okay. What am I playing this weekend? Who am I playing with?
Right.
I go down. So I've got Alabama this next weekend coming up. I think, and then I go back to John for a couple weeks. Then Alabama. So the great thing about both of those artists is that between the two of them, there's not because they'll do 30, 40 shows a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So between the two of them, there's not a lot of crossover, and so I usually have to. But when the conflicts do happen, I have to sub out. But it's so hard finding a musician in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
You just
it's so
they're hardly here.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I think it'd be easier.
Yeah.
If you go to Memphis, they're all over the place. If you go to Nashville, they're nowhere.
I noticed on my studio schedule too that I'm scheduled to produce your EP. Here it says.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, the next couple months. It says,
absolutely. With Craig Wilson. Yep, you can do it if you want to. I'll let you. Right. For free, right? For free.
We'll talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
So are you going to perform for us today, or do you have something to perform?
I sure could. I mean, I guess I could. Oh my goodness! Look, there's a guitar laying right here.
Oh my God! Imagine a musician with a guitar.
Yeah.
And
it's rare.
The was already on it in the right place.
When you go to Walmart, do you have the guitar on your back?
Oh no. When what do I usually have on my back when I go to Walmart? It's usually a lot of sadness and that thinking, my goodness, I'm going to Walmart again. So, but actually, I can't remember the last time we've been to Walmart. We got a little place up the hill that we usually go to, a little local store, and you got to check the dates on all the products, but if they're still good, they usually have everything we need.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Because Walmart never leaves out-of-dated products on their shelf.
No, that's what that little robot is going around. It's reading up. Have you guys seen that?
No, there's a robot.
There is a robot that walks around, and it's got it's like a real tall R2D2.
Shut up.
It's got this reader, and it reads like barcodes and QR codes and stuff for stock, and it talks to the kids and stuff. It's like so that's where the sadness comes from. Is like, I'm a dinosaur in this land of
You have a fancy
new and exciting
Walmart.
opportunities. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Where's this Walmart?
Yeah, exactly.
In Nashville. I need to go to this Nashville
You mean you guys
Walmart.
don't have it at your Walmart? I think it could be a Radio Shack now that I think about it.
Oh my goodness.
No.
It's I've seen traveling around the country, the buses for some reason always stop at Walmart and Cracker Barrel and Pilot. But there's several
the three big ones, right?
Right. But so there's been several that I've been in and seen that. So I don't know if it's a program that they're trying out, but I mean, we lose a little more of our humanity every day, don't we?
Yeah,
we do. It's crazy.
All right, Kima. So what are you gonna play for us?
All right. I think I can do this. So now in Cache Creek, we're set up a lot like Montgomery Gentry, where the bass player, he generally sings the verses and I sing the choruses. So I usually only know the choruses to our songs, but I think I can get through the verse on this one too. This was our I think we made it up to number 52 with this song. It's called My One and Only Weakness. It's on our Duality album that was out in 2019, written by Jody Harris, and it goes something like this here. Gave up those cowboy killers because you asked me to, not because the Surgeon General said they ain't good for you. They were just a habit. You're what I need. Your arms are the only thing that have a hold on me. If you ever tell me that I have to give you up, it's just gonna kill me, 'cause I can't live without your love. To keep this feeling, I would sell my very soul. It's true. My one and only weakness is you. Sometimes I wake up in the night craving something sweet, but it's not in the kitchen, though it's lying next to me. You're my one temptation, one I can't refuse. My one and only weakness is you. If you ever tell me that I have to give you up, I know it's just gonna kill me, 'cause I can't live without your love. Keep this feeling, I would sell my very soul. It's true. My one and only weakness is you. To keep this feeling, I would sell my very soul. It's true. My one and only weakness is you. Yeah.
That was so good.
That was awesome.
So-
I love
so-
it.
Sunday night, tough. Oh, it's hard. But we've got a video for that too, and it was actually shot by Keats Rainwater, the drummer for Lone Star. He shot the video for us. and
Nice.
It's pretty darn good.
Well, Danielle Forrest, she has the same last name as yours. So one of our viewers.
That's that girl I was telling you about.
Oh,
yeah.
That's my COVID girl.
Your
right there.
COVID wife.
COVID cutie. Love it.
Yeah. She's my biggest fan. Darn her. There ain't
I
no
love
count for taste.
Yeah. Aw. Well, that was great. I loved that. That was such a sweet love song.
It really was.
The second verse got me.
Oh yes,
It's so
Yes!
good. I loved
it.
it. I loved
Beautiful.
it.
Well, thank you for your kind words.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy Jody Harris wrote that. He's and I've known him. We played together with John Michael way back in the day, and he's been with Taylor Swift, Brad Paisley. He's out with Lady A now. So
I love it.
yeah, just
They all do the little circuit, you know.
I tell you what, you are so right, and it is just amazing the amount of talent that is. You know, that you might not be household names that are just, you know, I mean, not just, you know, like you look and you see you know, like a Mary Morris or somebody, and there's probably, you know, one of her assistants, you know, that is an amazing singer as well, or the person that is taking your order at the restaurant. I mean, that's the most, that's what I love about this town. It's like, you know, it's so inspiring in the way, like, you know, you always got to step your game up. I mean, every time you're a big fish back home, you come here and you're like, holy crap, I got to get my crap together. I got to up my game. And it just makes you a better musician and all that.
100%.
I love this.
100%.
Yes, man.
That's funny you say that, especially that you brought up Lady A, because when I was a server, I served at St. Anejo in the Gulch when I first moved here. That was my first job. And I served Lady A. So the
that's exciting.
Bass player, not the I can't remember his name. But he was so nice. Oh my gosh.
I know Clint and Slim, the guitar players, but the bass player is the one guy that I don't know.
The bass, I can't remember. I'm so sorry.
Slim's the one with the ponytail.
Yeah, that's with the yep, and the beard and the hair, and he's so handsome. He's so handsome. You think I'd remember his name?
Can't help
so
it. He was born that way.
Exactly. But no, he was so sweet, and I like wrote a little note because they told us on the team they're like, you can't like bug him and say anything. I was like, okay, and then I was like, I love Lady A, and he left me a $20 tip. He was really nice.
Yeah.
He was great.
They all love it, you know. I mean, anybody that says they don't, they're lying to you. You know, it's human nature to like the positivity that you receive from other humans.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Mike Wagner from the Mike Wagner Show said, "Hey guys, just dropping in just to say hi. You know, it's just another fellow podcaster out there. You know, we watch his shows, he watches ours. You know,
what a kind feller.
Yeah.
Yes."
Thanks for the support.
Thank you, Mike. So, Kimo, where can people find all your music?
We're all over. You know, our YouTube channel is the one we've got we have single performance videos of our TV show on there. It's the Cache Creek Club Live is the YouTube channel.
Okay.
And Facebook, we're on there and then Instagram. TikTok, we're on that too.
Oh,
do you hate it as much as I do?
Wait, what were you on again? What was that last one?
I was confused because when I first heard it, I thought they said Tinder, so I tried to go and open a Tinder account. And they asked me, what does this have to do with music? I don't understand.
Love it.
I'm a kid,
TikTok, right?
TikTok.
iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. You know, we got to get them Spotify numbers up. And
Kimo's on Tinder, but don't tell Danielle that, okay?
Don't tell Danielle. Don't let her know.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
All right, Kimo Forrest, thank you. We love your music.
Thank you so much.
Rocking and kicking ass out there with John Michael Montgomery and Alabama at the same time.
It's a blast, y'all. Y'all ought to come. If you're able to get to a show, act like you know me. Contact me. I'll get you in.
I had that guy on my show. I think his name is
Yeah.
Is it Kino or
that's right.
I can't.
We'll VIP you.
Awesome. Oh, well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I had a blast. Thanks for having me.
Hey,
bye, take care.
You have a great rest of your night and say hello to Danielle for us.
I will.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Oh, I love that. I loved his song. It was great.
It is a beautiful song.
Yeah, got me right in my feels.
Your feels.
My feels. As the youngins say nowadays.
Yeah. You know,
Oh,
it's funny as a musician, though. You know, I'm not a musician, but for musicians, people think that they're like making money all over the place, and in actuality, they're trying to make a living just like any one of us. And yes, they may be playing with this person, but it doesn't mean their paycheck is with this person.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, if anybody is wondering, just to have gain a little insight, a lot of musicians on the road that do play with big artists, unless you're like Carrie Underwood or Jason Aldean, they maybe get $200-300 a show. So I mean, everyone, that's it. But they're booked for 40 dates, so it does add up.
True. It does.
But it's still people think it's they think all these musicians and all these background singers and everything make all this money, and they make good money, and the artists are kind and help pay the bills, and they make plenty. But the artists are the ones that are making the big bucks in the sense when they're selling out, and so only if they sell out or sell merch, and even then artists got to give money back to the label, and then they have to pay for promotion, and so it all evens out. So it's not as much as people think, unfortunately.
Right.
We struggle a lot.
Well, you'll eventually have your big break, and
hey, yeah,
I'll say I knew you when.
Hey, well, hopefully you'll have me on the show.
I'll have you on as a guest. When you release your first major album.
Yes. Well, hey, that's coming up. I'll be releasing my first album ever. So
perfect.
Yeah, we'll have to set that up.
So thank you again for filling in for Darren tonight. I do want to thank our guests, Michael Nori and Chemo Forest. Thank you for coming on the show. As always, Frankie McDonald, Moonshine Shenanigans, and you, Elise, giving us the nitty gritty from Music City. For Darren, Chef, Elise, and I am Roger the Wild Child. We want to thank you all for watching us tonight, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. Enjoy your Easter. We won't be here, so we'll be with our families, so enjoy it with yours, all right? I'm Roger the Wild Child. See ya!